Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. My name is Vondra if you are new here, and if you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey, thanks for stopping by again. It's currently Thursday, April 30th. I was gonna say April 27th, but that was my birthday. I celebrated a birthday this week. I celebrated my 29th birthday on Monday and really didn't do anything because the boys had a baseball game. Both of them did, and then I went to work, so it was just a normal day for me. However, I was still showered with all the love, and when I tell y'all I was spoiled on my birthday by so many different people, wasn't even expecting like the overflow that I experienced on my birthday, because I'm just used to, I don't have many friends, okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't have many friends. However, my coworkers showed up, my husband showed up, my close family showed up, and just showered me with all the love. And I specifically wasn't expecting like my coworker situation to show up. I was only expecting that from like a couple people, because I'm not as extremely close to a lot of people that I work with. However, one of the newer employees was very kind and got everybody just to kind of pitch in and get me something. So it was really sweet what she did and what they did all together. But yeah, I had a very good birthday. I'm not gonna really be celebrating my birthday this year. Only thing that I'm doing is and I think I mentioned this in my last vlog, but I'll be going to dinner tomorrow with my husband. We'll just have a nice little dinner, and then we'll do our gender reveal at the restaurant, which I'm very excited about. And speaking of gender reveal, y'all, today is the day we have the anatomy scan. And when I tell y'all, I'm in a really good space, because as you know, the anatomy scan is when they do the overall, like the full scan of the baby to make sure everything is functioning the way it's functioning, making sure the baby's growing the way the baby's supposed to grow, making sure there are no like issues, complications, anything like that. So most people would be extremely nervous or scared for this particular scan. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had like a little anxiety this morning, and only because I feel like I have this little anxiety each time before I go to an appointment, because if you know my last pregnancy where I had a miscarriage, I went to an appointment and there was like no heartbeat of the baby. So there is sometimes when before I come to an appointment, I have like a little anxiety, but I immediately go into prayer mode, because I know that this is God's plan. I know that this is what God wanted for me, and I know this is everything God is doing is just the way He wants to do it. So I don't have, once I pray like that anxiety off, I'm good. So I'm really excited because we get to find out the gender today, even though we're not going to find out during the scan. We have to wait a whole 24 hours, y'all, before we can find out what it is. And yeah, we get to have the scan today and then do our regular checkup. So I'm really excited. I took off for work today because, one, I needed to rest. When I tell y'all, this has been the longest week. I had already taken off for this day because I knew I had an appointment, but it was perfect, because from Monday up until yesterday, y'all, work was exhausting. I'm not even gonna lie, it was exhausting. And so I'm actually glad that I took this day off today, because I needed it. So I slept in most of the morning and got caught up on some rest. I'm glad I didn't do my usual like get up, do something around the house and all the things. So I'm glad I just got up. I just allowed myself to like really rest and lay down. Y'all, my husband pulling up. Y'all, my husband pulling up. Hold on. I don't know where he parking at. Y'all, he just pulled up. So yeah, so I'm glad I just rested throughout the entire morning. But anywho, being that my husband now pulled up, y'all haven't seen my husband all day yesterday. I barely talked to him because he was working extremely hard, y'all. He's a hard-working man. But I'm so excited to see his face. So excited.
Oh, yeah.
haven't vlogged in a couple days, literally. It's May 5th, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, May 5th. And I don't think I picked up my camera to actually talk, which was the last time, which was like last week when I had my anatomy scan. And I think the last clip that y'all saw was my gender reveal. So we're just gonna do a little recap real quick while I'm waiting on Stefan's baseball game to start, because we had the last game of the season. Whoa, y'all! It's been a long spring season. I was gonna say spring season. I don't know what else to say. It's been a long spring season, but it's been a good one, a very good one. It's been exciting. It's been different, considering the fact that both of them were on different teams this time. So it was just like overall just completely different. Don't mind my hair. My hair looks a mess. I pulled it back into this clip, and yeah, we just gonna work with that. But anyhow, yeah, so just a recap over the last couple of days. Nothing really has been going on specifically, just overall the excitement of finding out what we're having. And if you can tell by the last clip, we are having a girl, so I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to do all the girl shopping, you know, picking up all the girly things. I'm so excited. So the Lord really did his big one with this one. That's pretty much the biggest thing that's been going on recently. We had our anatomy scan last week. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good with baby. She is measuring the way she's supposed to be, and all the things. So there were no issues, nothing to come up during that scan. Everything is doing just well. I actually am at my 20-week mark as of Sunday, so kind of halfway there. So we still trucking along. I still got a long ways to go, but we are trucking along, y'all, and I'm so just excited for like what's to come and all the things. But overall, like I said, nothing has been going on recently. Over the last couple of days, I just haven't picked up my camera. I think that's why, because nothing's really transpired besides like the whole gender reveal. The gender reveal event was funny, because when we popped the blue one, y'all, nobody got really excited. Everybody was like, oh, and I was like, okay. But then when me and Steven popped the real one, that's when everybody got super excited. So I mean, the excitement of just having a girl and after having two boys is just, I feel like that's the perfect combination, if you ask me. Like 2 boys and a girl, perfect combination. Because just imagine, like, she's going to be so extremely loved on. I don't think it's gonna it's gonna be crazy. She's gonna be so loved on. Like, not saying that my boys aren't loved on, because they're loved on. It's just the same by everybody, but the girl is gonna be like the cherry on top. Literally. So I'm just looking forward to like all the good girly things and all the things like that. I've already started creating a registry, so that's one thing that I've been doing recently. I kind of had one like started really just for myself, to know the things that I wanted to purchase for myself. But I started working on a registry just for baby shower purposes and all the things like that, for anybody who wanted to bless our family. So I've started working on that, adding things here and there. I said that I would likely start going looking for things very soon. I don't want to go overboard. I'm saying that now, but it's a girl. You can't like pass up all the girly things. So I'm looking forward to just finding all the cute things, and all the stuff like that. So I'm just really excited. But I had to hop on real quick. Alright, y'all, so we have left birthday party number 1, and now we are headed to birthday party number 2. Number 2. We had baseball ceremonies this morning, y'all. That was 11.
How you got that?
Birthday party 1 started at 1:30. We got here a little after 2. Headed to birthday party number 2. That started at 4, and it's like 3:58. So, that's how the weekend's going. Happy Saturday, right?
Mommy, we got a game?
Did I say we had a game?
No.
Okay. Ain't no right, did it?
Yeah, for sure.
Happy Saturday. Yeah. Kids got us out today. But guess what? When me and Daddy get home, we gonna chill, put us a movie on, and watch a movie.
That burn right.
We might even listen to Tiny Desk and just vibe out. What?
Why didn't you lighten up blue?
What's not lighting up blue?
I guess I gotta get the road.
Talking about this?
That right there. There you go. There goes the blue.
But yeah, so, and I didn't even know about birthday party number 2, so we just out. We just out. We're out. I really hope this next birthday party has some rotel. And then that's gonna be it for me tonight. Ain't that right?
You gotta look over here. It ain't gonna be it.
It's gonna be it for me tonight. Me and baby girl. That's gonna be it for us tonight. Anywho, we are listening to Chris Brown's new album, Brown. If you're not listening to it, listen to it, because so far so good. It was only one song on there that was giving reggae vibes, and I really wasn't feeling it. So that was the only song I skipped so far, and that was like probably song number 6, maybe 7. But yeah, a crap load of songs on there, so we're finna get back to listening to that, because your girl is not trying to get copyrighted. Okay? Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Even if you are not a mom and you're a mom to someone else, if you don't have your own kids, if you are an expecting mom, if you are a mom who is grieving, a mom who is just, you know, if you're a mom, if you hold the title of being a mother to either your biological children or to somebody else's kids, happy Mother's Day to you, because you deserve all your flowers. I just want to say that you're an incredible woman. Everything that you're doing in your life is meant for a purpose. God's giving you a purpose to do just what it is, to care, to nurture, to love on anybody that you may call your child, or anybody that you're a mother figure to, whatever the case may be. Happy Mother's Day to you, girl, because you deserve it. So here are your flowers. I hope you guys have had the best Mother's Day, and I hope that if you're looking at this later, that you know that you're doing a dang good job. Something is in my eye while I'm trying to give y'all a nice little Mother's Day speech. But happy Mother's Day. I'm actually, goodness, I'm trying to fix my steering wheel. I'm actually in the truck about to get ready to go to the store really quickly and to, this is so rude, but y'all, it's something in my eye. Okay. I'm about to get ready to go to the store, as well as go to the Chinese restaurant, because your girl is craving some spring rolls and some egg drop soup. So that's what I'm about to go grab really quickly. Today has been actually a really good chill Mother's Day. Nothing too you know, extravagant. We went to church this morning. Church was absolutely amazing. And let me tell y'all, we were late to church this morning. I had woke up like at 3 o'clock this morning and ended up waking up a little later. And so, yeah, we ended up getting to church a little later this morning, but we were still able to catch a very, very, very good part of the message, because when I tell y'all what our pastor preached this morning was exactly what I needed to hear. Like, let me tell you, the season that I'm walking into right now is a completely unknown season, and he spoke everything that I needed to hear this morning. It just was like the Lord has been showing up this week regardless in so many different ways, y'all. Like physically, he's been showing up in so many different ways. I have been in just complete awe. I really hope y'all can hear me because I had my windows down and I didn't feel like turning the air on because it feels good outside. But the Lord has been showing up physically all week from Monday to Sunday, literally. And I have been in just complete awe at his presence, at how he just reminds me that he sees me, and all the things. Like, it's been an experience this week, and it's one that I really have to document and journal, because I want to be able to look back at this day and be like, wow, you know, the Lord really saw me, and I see why he showed up the way he did and all the things. So yeah, I went all off of what I was about to talk about by day, but yes, that's how good the Lord has been to me this week, even in such a challenging and trying week. Even though a lot of things were like kind of expected, because the Lord kind of showed me some things. But listen, the Lord has literally been doing a number this week, and I'm so very grateful for just this overall love, his grace that continues to carry and cover me throughout my days. I really think that if I was in the whole, like if I was in the season that I'm in now, but if I was in the old version of myself, I would be depressed. Y'all would probably see me crying. I would be depressed. I would be sad, confused. But I'm so at peace at what's happening right now, because I know the Lord is carrying me. Man, and I'm not even giving y'all like full blown details. I'm just letting you know, like, there's about to be a testimony following this. Like, I'm just putting it out there before it even gets out there. It's about to be a good testimony to happen, to be shared very soon. I don't know when, where, how, and I always say this because the Lord tends to surprise me regardless of like the intricate details, but something's good happening. That's all I gotta say. Not just for me, but literally for my entire family, for my husband, for my kids, individually. Like, something good is happening, and we're just waiting to walk into it. That's all I'm saying. But anywho, like I said, I'm pulling up to the store right quick. Like I was just saying, let me pull back. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do too much at once. But yeah, like I was saying, today was just an overall good Mother's Day, very chill. Went to church, grabbed breakfast at the Toasted Yolk, and we went to go see the Michael Jackson movie. Y'all, movie was a 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness. I can see how Michael Jackson was just like an overall influence. I'm not gonna get in that tangent real quick because I gotta run to the store. But let me tell y'all, if y'all have not seen that movie, please go see it. Hey y'all, first of all, I want to say that I know this vlog is probably like so scattered in so many ways, but I don't know, it's just I haven't been really consistent. I don't know why this is not focusing. Hold on, y'all. Alright, I had to cut my product focus on because it was not focusing. But yeah, like I was saying, I know this vlog is probably like really scattered in so many different ways, from the days to the events to the this to the that to the conversations to the non-conversations to the just capturing moments, all the things. But I really haven't been going into depth of like what has been going on recently. But the last week or so, I've entered a, honestly it's happened prior to last week, but I found myself entering like a season that is calling me to totally surrender, trust God, have faith, and to just let him be in total control. And last week was just like a week where God literally shown his face. Literally shown his face. Y'all, when I say literally, I mean literally. I saw the face of Jesus, y'all. I'm not kidding. I'm so serious. Literally. I really don't know where I quite left off. I had ended up getting a phone call. Then my Kroger order had delivered. So all that happened all in the span of time. But I do remember just kind of talking about, you know, the season I'm walking into. And last week the Lord just kind of shown his face, his, like, all things like the Lord could have done for me to be able to like really receive him in any, like, in any way that I could have. He's done that. And so I'm currently walking into a season where I am literally like surrendering. Like there's nothing in my control at this point. And it's, when I tell y'all I have been in like, I've been at peace. I have been at peace. I've never been in a season like this before, one. And then two, I've never been in a season where I've experienced this amount of peace. And this is how I know this is all the Lord's doing, and how I know that he is in the midst of everything that is happening right now. I've been content. I feel like I've been protected by something that could have taken my joy. I feel like I've been protected by something that could have taken my identity and my happiness. I've made some very challenging decisions, and I haven't made these decisions alone because I've prayed about them before even taking any type of act or next steps. The Lord literally did everything else following that. And so you can tell whenever you're in a season and you're like going through something and you're trying to figure something out, or you're trying to make a decision, or you're trying to get through an obstacle, you can tell when you are in control versus when the Lord is in control. Many seasons I've been in, I was always in control, and I was either depressed, I was confused, I was distraught, I was sad, I was angry, I was mad, I was lost, I was unsettled, frazzled. I was all the things that you could feel that doesn't feel good, basically. But when you're in a season and you know that God's in control, peace follows, contentment follows, joy follows, happiness follows. That's how you know the Lord's in control whenever you are in a situation. So that is where I am now. I've seen both sides of what it looks like to be in control and to surrender my control. This is a season I'm walking in, y'all, where surrender is intentional. Surrender is just what the Lord wants me to do, basically. And I was reading 1 Kings 17 last night, and it was talking about the story of Elijah and the single mother who had the son who had like only a little flour and oil, and Elijah came to her and was telling her like, I want you to make me a loaf of bread to eat. And she was like, I don't have enough to make for you. I only have enough to make for my son and I. And also her son was sickly. And so Elijah said, I understand that, but this is what the Lord wants me to do. This is what the Lord wants me to do. He's talking, like the Lord was talking through Elijah to that mother. And so I read that story and just kind of read like because I always do like little research and commentary and stuff like that when I read scripture, just for me to understand it a little bit more. But I read that story and I took into account that we really have to trust the Lord with what little we have. This single mother had only a little flour and olive oil to make just enough bread for her and her son. Yet Elijah comes and like, make me some bread. Make me some bread before y'all make y'all some bread for your family. But little does that mother know is that that was the Lord speaking through Elijah, saying, you're going to have enough. You're going to have enough just for you and your family. You're going to have enough for you and your son. And that, when I read that last night, that spoke to me so much because, again, I'm in this season that looks different. It looks different for not only me, but it looks different for my husband. And this is a season where it's like a test of faith, a test to see like, okay, do you really trust God? Like, do you really trust the Lord? Do you really trust that he's going to provide? Do you really trust that he's going to give provision? Do you really trust that he's going to be just who he said he's going to be? Do you really trust he's going to show up even in the challenging times? When I tell y'all I'm so at peace, and I say this so many times because it feels so surreal, but I'm so at peace because I do believe, I do trust, and I do have faith that the Lord is going to show up. He's shown up already in so many different ways, has spoken to me in so many different ways, and I'm so covered by the Lord that I was telling my sister last night, I feel like a feather. Like, I feel like a light feather. Any other time, if I was in this situation or in this type of season, I would feel like a weight just slowing me down, and yet there's been some obstacles through this season already where it was like the enemy was trying to test me, the enemy was trying to tempt me, and not only me but also it's shown up in other spaces. But I had to remind myself, this is not of the Lord. This is not what the Lord would do to just kind of, you know, to get me through these things. This is the enemy trying to seep into, because he sees that I'm standing on business. The enemy sees that I'm standing on business, and he's trying to find a way to get me off track. He's trying to find a way to just kind of take my focus off what I know the Lord is doing in my life. And so I'm not letting that happen. I'm not letting, when I tell y'all I'm standing 10 toes down, I'm so standing 10 toes down, because there's no way I will let the enemy take away the joy that I have right now, the peace that the Lord has given me freely. Well, not freely, but the Lord has given me peace just by me surrendering, just by me saying, okay, Lord, I trust you. Like, I was listening to this song. I love listening to like live worship music and things like that. But I think this is new, but Joe Barnes and another worship group, they did a song. It was called Easy, and in parentheses it was like Selah, because they had just a moment where Holy Spirit really just showed up in their time of worship. However, during that time, I was listening to the lyrics, and it was like, your waiting time is not wasted time. When I tell y'all, those lyrics really spoke to me this morning. I heard it when I was making my bed up. I was like, wow. You know, my waiting season has been so long, and I'm still in it. Still in it. I don't know if I'm coming out of it. I don't know if I'm in the thick of it yet. Very much still in that waiting season. However, a lot of times when we think about like the season of waiting, we feel like, okay, what are we doing next? Like, I'm wasting time sitting here just not doing anything, or just like waiting. Excuse me. However, that waiting time, that waiting season that you're in is not wasted, because the Lord is still doing something, whether you see it or not. And that's the beauty of it. We don't see everything that God is doing. We don't see everything that the Lord has for us. And that's the beauty of it, because when we get to see it, it looks totally different from what we even imagined, what we thought of, what we desired for ourselves. And so yeah, it may seem like a wasted season or a wasted time, or you feel like you may just be walking in the season and it's like, okay, what am I doing, or why am I not doing this? Because that was me. That hand on the Bible, that was me. I was the one like, okay, Lord, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What are we doing? I'm wasting time sitting here in a space, in a position that's not for me and that's not fulfilling. However, he's telling me, okay, you're still in this waiting season. I still have you here for a reason. I still have something better for you on the other side, and when you get to walk in it, it's gonna look good. It's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like, it's gonna feel refreshing, okay? And you're gonna experience the amount of peace that you've never experienced before, and the Lord is letting me experience just those things. But honestly, I say all that to say, this is only part of my testimony, and I'm grateful that I get to walk in it and I get to see it, especially now. And when I say now, I mean like at this age, instead of, you know how a lot of people reach like a very much older age and they get to experience all this much later. I'm so glad that I get to see that now, because I'm able to share this as a young 29-year-old. I'm grateful that I get to walk in walk in a season that's part of my testimony. And I still don't know what is on the other side. I still don't know what is what. I still don't know anything, but I am truly just surrendering every ounce of my being. I'm surrendering every worry, every plan, every dream, every desire, every concern, every dollar, every this, every that. Like, I'm literally just like, Lord, here, I want you all in my business, God. I want you all in my business. And that is what I'm relying on. I'm relying on him. I'm relying on his word, staying faithful, building up just my overall, like, my identity that has always been rooted in him. And also in this season, as I'm still doing the practical things, because don't get me wrong, even though I'm in this season, don't think that I'm not doing the practical things of still applying myself, still, just still doing the things that I would normally do regardless. However, with that, I'm doing it with the Lord and making sure that it's in alignment with what he has, in alignment with what he desires me to do. So yes, I'm still doing the practical things. I still believe in doing the practical things regardless. But now when doing the practical things, it's more so, okay, Lord, this is what I'm doing. Does it align with what you want me to do? And then from there, he will let me know. From there, he will either take it, he will keep it, he will bless it, whatever the case may be. As long as I'm still involving him and not taking control. Because sometimes when we do the practical things or the practical stuff, control can sometimes seep in and we can get all misconstrued and be taken off course. But I'm being so intentional about when I'm doing the practical things. Pray before you do it. Ask for clarity. If it's for you, he will let you know. There will be, like my sister will always tell me, you'll know if it's from the Lord because you will be at peace. And when I tell y'all, in this season, I've been at peace. I've been at peace. I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed. And I'm so covered by the Lord that it sometimes don't make any sense. But I know that he's doing a good work in me. I know that he is blessing not only me, but he's blessing my family. When blessings come over me, they are flowing over into my family, believe it or not. And I can say that a million times and I will believe it a million times because I see it a million times. So yeah, this is only part of the testimony, and I may not have given y'all like extreme detail, but just know that this, you saw it here first of all, but also just know that the Lord, he will bless you when he's ready, and he will bless you when you're willing to surrender. So yeah, I just had to come on here and share that because I feel like that was a very intricate part of just my overall journey and week over the last couple of weeks, and what's played into like me not picking up the camera here and there because I was like, I don't even know like where to begin. But this is where I began. This is like the beginning. This is literally the start of something new. And I don't know what it looks like on the other side, but I know that when I walk in it, I'm going to look back at where I was and be grateful that I did walk in that season, that I did walk in this season, to be able to walk into something else. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm not gonna keep preaching. So other than that, y'all, before I end this vlog, I hope I really did end it on a good note, which I think I did. I know I did. With all that being said, I really hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. Like I said, it was scattered. It was a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of everywhere, and I really wasn't like consistent in my days, which I don't ever plan to be like, okay, I'm gonna vlog this day, this hour, this hour. I never plan to ever do that, but I also just still want to be intentional about like getting meaningful content, still documenting things here and there, not only just for you guys but for myself and for my family too, because we be looking back on these vlogs. Like I was looking at a vlog the other day, one of my older vlogs, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful, like just seeing my kids grow and stuff. So yeah, anyways, not going on another tangent, but like I said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, your family, whomever you like to share it with. Also comment down below, you know, tell me something about, you know, that's going on in your life, in your season, that you're willing to share, and I'll pray for you. Honestly, like I will be sending prayers to you guys because I know that things can look different, especially like in this day and time. Things look totally different. But if there's anything that you'd like to share, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be praying for you, and just, you know, just kind of keeping my heart open with you guys. Other than that, I so appreciate all the support again that you guys give. Bye, y'all.